Hey, it's me. Yeah, me. That thing you guys love talking about? Oh, I mean that the thing you guys love doing but never talk about? No, I don't mean the dirty talk. Like, literally, just talk about it. Cause I am bat of fish. I am sex education. As you can see, people have some issues. So just let's take it to the pros.
Well, most people, when they talk about sex education, they think of sex and not the education part of it. And they feel that it is involving physical relationships, which actually it is not.
It's about all the way from teaching hygiene to safety to understanding each other, the reproductive system, and so on and so forth.
Everyone needs to know this. Why? And we again, you ask anyone, they will say the same thing. Why are Indians so afraid of sex? We love sex. Look at Elephanta. Look at like Khajuraho and all that. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
See, well, that works for me. Simple, sensible, needed. Then why is everyone so scared of me? Dude, I'm fun.
So little bit whatever is there, the parents feel, chalo, at least the child knows this much. So they're always relying on the school to do this kind of an education, and the school feels the parents should do it. Actually, that's one of the reasons the schools don't take this up, or it's not in the curriculum, because they feel the parents will come knocking at their doors. What are you teaching our child?
10th standard, that's when we had our sex education class. We had only 3 or 4 classes, and it was super funny because what happened was the professor, he was giving the class, and he's walking around and he's showing us the projector is here, the screen is behind, he's showing us the male body parts, and I the word scrotum was across his crotch, and all of us were laughing so much because it's immature, we are boys, this is not, and stupid questions. He's like, once the sperms are released, they swim till they reach the egg, and one guy is like, sir, what if they don't know how to swim? Is there anyone to teach them?
What we do in the class, the content, believe me, just a tip of an iceberg. Is like opening a Pandora's box once you open that chapter. And if an individual is not matured enough to handle what lies beneath the content, he or she is out of depth.
Neither the parents nor the teachers, nor there are many people who can talk to people when they want to know about their sexual problems or their sexual feelings, whether they are okay or not.
Guess that's true. No one does really know how to talk about me. I wonder if the kids check me out in school.
No, not in our school.
No, not as a subject.
None of that.
No, not really. No.
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 Because there are such people who are not comfortable with it.
I think people will make more fun out of it.
It's not that interesting.
Really? Not interesting? I am the reason you exist, you little mom. Never mind. But seriously, is it really that hard for me to be just spoken about here?
That's the thing we found when we did research. Zero Indian material to help with sex ed, right? And when we say Indian, we mean Indian bodies, Indian accents, but also Indian cultural life, right?
Simple example, when relatives come in and we force our children to go, to go and hug them or to kiss them, that chacha ko bura lag jayega if you don't hug them, because they usually say huggy de do, when they're coming in or they are moving out of the house. So we force our children that go, give, it's okay, while the child does not want to give. Unguided, right? They're not getting information on safe sex, on STIs, on things like that. Forget about how to lead a sexual life, like what is the right thing to do, what is consent, like it has to go beyond just this good touch, bad touch discussion.
To get to know how do I need to lead my life, the values that are involved into making the right choices, that is not dealt with in that curriculum.
I suppose that makes sense. But hey, wait a second. You wanna hear some really interesting thoughts on this? I can't believe I haven't shown you this earlier, but check these guys out.
There are certain morality issues which are, if you want, legal, church or religion bound.
इस बारे में देखिए शिक्षा देना नहीं पड़ता, वो नैसर्गिक शिक्षा है, आपसे आप हो जाती है.
Modernity and progress, etc., is moving, and religion should be keeping pace with this.
स्कूल में नहीं देनी चाहिए.
Maybe not as much as it could. And obviously, it's not that the whole of religion accommodates. There might be little groups here and there who are perhaps more traditional or orthodox who would resist changes.
आते आते क्लास 7 8 तक तो बच्चा जो है वो 14-15 साल का हो जाता है. उसमें आप लड़के और लड़की को दोनों ये करके एक दूसरे के बदन को टच करके डांस कराएंगे तो उसकी फीलिंग जो है वो आनी है. तो ये एजुकेशन जो है ये बंद होना चाहिए.
Yeah, religion doesn't allow us to have sex education, but it totally allows us to have unsafe sex. That totally makes sense.
You look at all the gods and all, it sounds blasphemous, but you read all the sacred texts, everyone was on everyone. It's as simple as that, yeah? Someone did this, someone did that, someone had 5 children, someone had 100 children, someone Apsaras came down. What are Apsaras? What do you think they are dancers? That's bullshit.
Sounds like this guy's on cocaine. But he totally makes sense.
Now, the same applies to people who may be lesbian or gay or bisexual. That many people go through life not knowing that this is an option, and then once they discover that it's an option or they discover their own sexuality, they feel like maybe there's something wrong with me, because everything in our society tells you normal is heterosexual, heteronormative, monogamous families.
And she makes way too much sense. Besides all this BS, this gives me a little hope sometimes.
Actually, when you're talking about sex education, it starts right from birth, literally.
I often tell parents, please do not bring up your children, grow up with them.
So we actually put in a petition, all the parents, to kind of have this class. So there is a sex educator who does this off campus, and so we actually got a bunch of kids. The parents got together and sent all the kids there.
Some agencies like the Family Planning Association of India, there are other organizations who have trained counselors, and they are the ones who will be the ones who could most satisfactorily impart knowledge to young people.
So that's something we really have to tackle as a whole society. And I think that making these compartmentalized ideas like only teachers in charge of something, only parents in charge of something, that doesn't get you far, because what kind of citizens come to be in a society is everybody's concern.
It should be like washing hands before and after meal. It should be so relaxed and so by the way kind of a topic.
Here's the last piece of knowledge for you all. But you guys get ready to be schooled.
Ask the children. I mean, if you give somebody a vote at 18, you can ask him whether he wants sex, him or her, whether he or she wants sex education.
And drum roll. And seriously, who's on the music? And the verdict is,
I'm ready to.
where have you done your schooling from?
Delhi.
Okay, was sex education a subject in your school?
It was not a particular subject, but it was a part of biology.
We had a lecture about this, about how if you make sex education a part of the curriculum from a young age, sex will not be such a taboo topic. It will be something that people are comfortable with, which will lead to people being comfortable with sexuality.
Definitely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Definitely is.
Definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course.
are you comfortable talking to this about your parents and your teachers?
Not at all.
Not at all. And why is that?
Because this is India.
Okay.